Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. Third and long, it's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue line! Lucky 56! Blue line!
Mayfield on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319! Leopard!
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot! Patriot now! Blue line! Blue line! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue line! All right, now look
first and 10, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking. To get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, Mayfield again. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So out now come the Jets. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard!
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. First down, a run with Hyde. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Leopard! Leopard! Four down, four down. Rush in, rush in, rush in. No, 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 no. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
On second down, Hyde. Down to about the 22 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Leopard! Leopard! Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard, leopard.
They'll give to Hyde. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Leopard, leopard. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Play.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on a return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On first down, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
It's caught on the left side by Curse. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This is the running back foul. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Anunua's got it. Complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Complete outright to Curse. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. Green,
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Gone!
On second down, Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Leopard! Gone!
Darnold on first down. Throw left side. It's taken in by Stewart. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Again, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again, Darnold. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Leopard! Gone!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second down and 10, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold brought in by Walford, right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Walford's got it. Complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Mayfield off the play fake. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Go! 3-19! Go! 3-19!
Mayfield on play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 18. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Right back to him on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A 10th carry for Hyde. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They run again with Hyde on 1st. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gun. Gun. Gun.
2nd down, Mayfield. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 19. Gun. Gun. 319.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Over.
Powell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
No, check. Patriot.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Open man is Stewart, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Darnold from the gun. Throwing a slant pattern here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Hyde, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. He's got daylight. 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90. Philly, here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now let's go. 3-19. Gone. 3-19. Detroit.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Henry Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. Whitehead, the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Leopard.
Again, Darnold. Complete outright to Curse. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Leopard. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Hyde. He's been the bell cow tonight. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it again with Hyde. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit!
Now Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Flush to his right. Anuga's got it, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.